You guys, today I've been to places, but this one, you'll like it. Welcome to another episode of the Business Class. My name is Rachel Kahugu, and this is where business is more than meets the eye. Today I'm with Steve from Flint Home Intergretors, and I'll just let him introduce himself first. Then we'll tell you about what Flint Home Intergretors do. But if you have a home and you're nataka to feel homely, this is the place to be. Remember, you can talk to us through MBCI Media, MBCI Radio Facebook page on the comment section. Then engage in this conversation. If you have questions, we'll be answering them all. Hi, Steve.
Hi.
Thank you for being with us today. Yes, so introduce yourself.
So I'm Steve Ngosia. I'm the founder and director at Flint Home Intergretors. We're a custom home technology integration company. In brief, our services are, we do luxury home cinemas. If you've ever watched MTV Cribs, those kind of spaces, Dolby Atmos, more than 100 inches of screen, laser projector, 3D, etc. We do sell lifestyle sound systems, which are, as you can see in my background, the loudspeakers. We do bespoke interior design friendly loudspeaker systems. These are made on order from Denmark. We do smart lighting, which is a value addition solution, both residential and commercial. We also are involved in custom tech design and integration for homes and commercial spaces, and multi-dwelling units.
Okay. Okay. So just for more explanation, for the loudspeakers, I know people are used to the loudspeakers on matatu, and you can't even hear what someone else is saying. But you mentioned the other, before we came on air, that for the loudspeakers, inaweza kuwa at a very high volume, but bado tutasikia. Like, I'll hear you when you're speaking, you'll hear me when I want to communicate anything. So how does that work?
So loudspeakers are like cars, for example. So if you have a small engine vehicle with a big body, then it will struggle to go up a hill, say Kinungi Hill, So how we do is we have qualities products that are well matched or paired with the sound system that is required to drive them. So the refinement is basically the fidelity that makes it easier to comprehend all the elements that make say music or a song. So you're able to hear the drums, you're able to hear the vocals, you're able to hear the layering and all that. But the appreciation of all this is equal to refinement. It's like you can only appreciate good music or good art if you know what you want. So our clients know what they want, and they pay for it.
They pay for
they pay for it.
All right.
Yeah, so we talk about quality.
Okay. So again, about the lightings, we used to the normal lightings. If it's ikienda sana, ni zile lightings za normal snake lights and the normal ones. So how did you come up with the lightings that you have here and what you sell to people?
I think as human beings, we are affected by light in different ways.
Yes.
If I told you right now to go out there and sleep in the midday sunlight, I'm sure you will not fall asleep because the human, but then the human body is designed to function in a certain way depending on the kind of lighting intensity.
Right.
So how we came about this is my discipline in regards to the industry that I operate in. It's quite broad, and part of it entails lighting design, which is basically the ability to simulate and implement lighting that is in line to the functions of a human body. So for example, in the evening, if we dim the lights here right now, you feel a bit cozy, you feel like, falling asleep, which is the same thing even with, say, in the African context. At the end of the day, in the African context, before the modern day era, our forefathers used to gather around a fireplace.
Yeah.
So as the sun sets, the day slows down, and it ends up with a fireplace.
Yeah.
So with lighting and entertainment, we are able to simulate that instead of just having a glaring light
Yeah.
all day. By the time you go to bed, you don't feel like sleeping.
Yeah. It's like it's an extension of the daytime.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so we basically, there's something called a circadian rhythm, which is the rhythm that our body operates in. If you've been in the temperate countries, like, in the north, where they have winter, summer, spring, etc., you'll be hard pressed to fall asleep. If you watch the movies, you'll see it's 4 in the morning, but it's daylight.
Yes.
So as a tropical person, when you go there, you will not be able to fall asleep because of lighting. So we're able to literally add value to our clients' homes by doing proper lighting for different spaces of the house.
All right.
Yeah.
So did you study for all of these? Did you go to school? Just visit kuna Dr. YouTube, our main lecturer nowadays. So did you learn about this online, or you have to go to school for this?
I've been passionate about IT for a long time, since I was a kid. I had a computer when I was around 10 years old.
Really?
That was a personal computer, and this is in the 90s, so chances are I was the only person. I spent a lot of time in the library as a kid, so I'm a certified or bona fide geek, if there's something like that.
Yes, bona fide.
Yeah, but the thing is, I went to school. I've been very passionate about IT, but I went to school and I studied IT, business studies, and beyond that, I developed a very deep passion for this. I'm a big lover for music, for music's audiophile. Then also I love my movies. I'm a cinephile. I read a lot. So this is a result of 10,000 hours of input. I've attended a lot of conferences. Our suppliers hold trainings, endless flight trips around the world, to conventions, to trainings. So yes, I've stepped in several classes, but then beyond that, I've also put in a lot of initiative, and this is blood, sweat, and tears and passion.
You have to sweat for it.
Yeah, yes, blood, sweat, and tears and passion.
Yeah.
So
before you start such a company, you have to really invest and have passion for it.
Passion is what matters. Investment will be useless if you're not passionate.
Really?
Elon Musk is very, very passionate about rockets. Mark Zuckerberg, same, he's very passionate about the social media. So when he started Instagram and Facebook, people were thinking, when he started Facebook, what the heck, you have a page where you can share pictures, for what? And look at it now. So the same thing, you've got to be passionate, and you have to be a little bit stupidly brave, because people see that you're doing. If it's unconventional, then you've got to be very.
Okay. And how do you market yourself just to make sure that people know you exist? Because most of the people utakuwa na passion, you know what you want to do, you'll put in the energy, you'll do everything that you want to do, but again, if you don't market yourself, people won't know that you're actually out there doing what you do. So how do you market yourself?
Flint Home Intergretors business is unique in the sense that marketing either works or it doesn't. So at the beginning, when I started this, I went for a whole year without any sale. So I came up, set up a showroom, set up a dedicated cinema room, and I could come to work every day, send my emails to all potential clients and stuff, and wait, and nothing happened. But I was persistent. So the thing is, you first have to earn your mark in the market. You have to be recognized or be doing something unique, because not many people are doing what I'm doing. So even if I market and tell someone I'm gonna build you a home cinema, yes, they might be interested, but the pricing might put them off. But we're custom, so we do a lot of marketing, which is Google, search optimization.
Yeah.
We do Instagram as well. We're big on Instagram. One of my valuable staff is not here, but she's very, very involved in pushing that kind of stuff. And beyond that, we work on relationships and networks with industry players, and we are high value product. So referrals and our work speaks for itself. Yeah, beyond that, we have this experience center where we are able to score the sales from experience, from customers' experience. Yeah.
So we'll be talking about the experience center, but before that, you've mentioned about being unique. So you'd be unique, you'd make your business equal a unique business, but because people have to get the value, the price will be a little bit higher than every other place we're doing the normal things, right? But
That's
yes, because it's unique. Of course, and you're
the
giving the
uniqueness doesn't justify pricing.
Right.
Uniqueness is basically, you know, when you're doing something that is of high quality, you're setting the bar high. So the cost of entry is not as easy as, say, for example, in Kenya, if you said that you're doing, say you're selling monkey tails and you're a billionaire, all the monkeys will go missing from the forest because people will be like, this is where he makes his money. They'll go and hand them down. So we're unique in a sense that we are broad, but our pricing is value, it's premium pricing, basically. So if you know what a Rolex is, a true Rolex is like 2 million shillings, but it's value for money. Yeah.
Wow. All right, so we'll be going for a short break to get the business 101. So if you want to venture into this business or scale up if you're in this business, this is where the secret is. So we'll be getting into the business 101. As we come back, I'll be telling you about the experience center. So don't go away. We'll be having a good time. But in the meantime, bye-bye.
If you would like to start such a business, you've got to be passionate. You've got to know what you want to do, and you have to invest a lot of your time in research. If you're already in the business, you want to scale up, I would advise that you benchmark with the best in the industry or globally, and keep on refining on your practice in terms of the quality of work, the quality of products that you're giving to your clients. And the best you can ever do is stick to what you want to do rather than copying on what's a trend, because trends never last. So if you want your business to stay unique, you've got to always perfect on what makes you be unique, because at the end of the day, no one reinvents the wheel. If the wheel is already there, then you cannot reinvent it. You just have to make it better and better, and that's what makes you unique. Hi, my name is Steve Ngosia, CEO of Flint Intergretors, and you're watching Business Plus.
So we are back. Guys, this place is so comfortable. Sijui kama narudi nyumbani. Yeah, so we are back, and we said that we'll be talking about the Experience Center. But I know that now you've gotten the idea of what you need if you want to start such a place, or you're already in and you want to be bigger and just scale up. Also, if you want to have such an experience at your home, guys, I repeat, this is the place to be. So we were talking about the Experience Center and the experience I've had there. I'm telling you, I've been to places, but that was different. So you literally feel the sound. It's like you're acting the movie, or you're really in the movie.
Yes,
so
it's
massive. It's so massive, and you're literally in. Is it because it's not such a big space, or is it because of the sound system that you have? How do you go about it?
First of all, thank you for the compliments of having had a good experience.
Yeah.
So the thing is, there's a whole sense that goes into the cinema room design,
Right.
in order to get the immersive experience that you've had. One is that a cinema room has to be in a space. It has to have the right equipment, but all that has to start from design. So in order to effect, or as they say, pull it off, we work from the design point where we spec the right equipment. For example, the number of height ceiling speakers, those are the Dolby Atmos speakers, the number of subwoofers for the low frequency feel. Like when a plane takes off, you can feel like it's it's right in front of you.
Yes.
So there is a lot that goes into this as a setup, which if I was to talk, it'll be another
a whole episode.
master's case study.
Okay. All right. And you've mentioned the Dolby atmosphere. Tell us about it.
So Dolby Atmos is just one of the few, I'll say, protocols of object-based sound processing, which in this case, for example, if you're in a theater, when the rain starts falling, you can hear like the raindrops are, falling from
Literally,
above,
yes.
just above you. If if a chopper, a helicopter takes off, or a bullet is shot. So how the movie is processed and mastered, because we as human beings, we hear in 360 degrees. So if a cricket was, here, you'll hear that the cricket is here. So that's basically Dolby Atmos, is how the post-production of the content is done to sound like that. I think for your case, you're doing stereo, left, right, processing. So it's an advanced movie processing for realismness.
All right.
Yeah.
And about the quality equipment and the right equipment, as you put it, where do you source them from? The speakers, the screens, where do you source them from? Because I get it, for you to have such a quality experience, you need quality equipment as well.
Yes, so we belong to an alliance of custom technology integration companies around the world. And our industry is pro-consumer, is not consumer. So we have direct links to suppliers. For example, our acoustic loudspeakers are sourced directly from Denmark, which they're made on order. Our projection screens are sourced directly from the manufacturers in the US. As everyone says nowadays, Oko US.
Oko US,
Yes.
Oko Maju.
Yeah, Maju. So we, as it is, my short answer is we source directly from, we are authorized resellers and authorized custom installers, because this is a premium product and you don't want to go to a third party and then sell it to a client. And then warranties, after sale support, etc. Same with Luton, we get directly from the manufacturers. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
And why is it important for one to have your own home theater or the cinema hall and everything, rather than just niende ni watch you huko nje and I get the experience, then I come back home? Why is it better if I have my own at home?
For example, with the recent case of COVID-19, we found ourselves spending more and more time at home. And that meant that you needed entertainment in the house. And as a man, for example, I used to see my peers stuck in the parking lots, scrolling through their phones, because they couldn't go into the house and hang out in the living room with a domestic manager. So a cinema room is a space that you would consider as a family space. You can hang out with your kids, you can hang out with your wife, you can go to church, because it's more than movies. You can have your YouTube there. All the churches move to YouTube nowadays. You can have your friends over and watch Arsenal, getting whooped. Yeah, so there's more value to a cinema room for both clients, homeowners, as well as developers, because it's a pricing justifier, a value addition, and a product differentiator.
All right.
Yeah.
So take me through what it would take me to have a complete cinema room in my home.
So in order for you to have a cinema room in your home, there are two elements of this kind of entertainment. One, you can choose to have a big screen TV, which the biggest are right now are OLED is 85 inches, 87 inches. And with LED screens, they've gotten to around 100 inches. But the most important thing is to work with a custom integrator, who in this case it could be Flint Home Integrators or other players out there. And you have to know what you want. So if you like your bass, you know, you've got like that blood curdling bass. You've got to specify that. If you like your movies, you've got to specify that. And better yet, you know, come to us, have an experience so that you can make an informed decision. Yeah.
All right. So what are some of the challenges that you faced while starting this? Because I know it's a big investment that you put in here, and having clients who would want to have these in their homes, lazima wakue wanajua that this one won't go wrong. They have to be very sure that you do a good work for them. So what are some of the challenges that you've had while you started?
In terms of my personality, there was no challenge, but
All right.
but definitely, just like everyone else, I assume that 90% of us have graduated from an institution, and when you're looking for a job, you're told, okay, when you're looking for work, you come across adverts that say 10 years, 2 years work experience, etc. So the biggest challenge was always, show me where you've done this, who have you done this for? You know, it's a good idea, I really like it, but I don't want to be a guinea pig for your son's Congress ideas. Even though it works in your showroom, show me if it works. So I went for a whole 1 year without any sale. I depleted all my savings, moved back to my parents, and yeah, somewhere along the way, the sun did shine. Yeah.
So that's how you came up with the experience center.
Yes. The experience center is because our products are experiential. Home cinema is experiential.
True.
Yeah. So you cannot, just like DT, Dolby, and all these auto dealerships. If they introduce a new vehicle, you have to go for a test drive before you buy. So an experience center is our sales tool to our clients, and also a learning point to our partners is, for example, salespeople, interior designers, architects, and also consultants. Yeah.
And it actually works, guys. By the way, I'm almost this close to having it in my home because this is a good experience. So as we finish, what did you want to tell the people who are listening and watching us, and they want to venture into such a business, or they'd want one of these in their homes, or people who are already in this field and they want to scale up?
I'll start with my potential clients. So if, for example, someone is having if you are putting up a dream home that you think you would like to tick all the boxes, so you have your swimming pool, you have your basement, you have your so-called man cave space, the best way to start about it is by coming over to Flint Home Integrators at the Village Market, and we will give you free consultancy and guide you through the process. For those who are in the industry and are looking to scale up, I think the most important thing is sticking to your brands, sticking to your best practices, never compromising on quality or cutting corners, because that's the most important thing. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for having us today. So I think we'll just make ourselves comfortable now. This has been the Business Class. My name is Rachel Kahugu. I am sure that you've enjoyed the episode, and if you have any questions, remember I've told you that you can reach us on MBCI TV Facebook page on the comment section, and we will be answering all your questions. Remember, we'll be having a repeat of the same on Friday this week at 7:30 p.m. Till then, see you.